Well, beautiful day to be out in the woods today. No turkey, but yesterday I was able to get the kayak out, and I just wanted to share a few of the modifications I made with it so far. And I also was able to hit the water, so show you how I made out. Okay, here's my Pelican Catch 120. Did a few modifications. It required quite a few holes drilled into the kayak. Okay, now start back here. I put in a rear hatch, and I wanted that to, I house my battery box in here, and that powers a USB port right here that runs this rear camera. It also runs an extra USB port right here, and I got a cigarette lighter right there. Also my fish finder, and I'm not sure, and there it is, comes right on. It's I left the battery on. Okay, and now I have another USB port right up front here. Just plug it in, the wire comes right up, goes into the housing, or the cam runs this camera. It'll run off this battery. I could run the fish finder and the two cams, and it'll last 3-4 hours easily. Don't have to worry about any changing batteries in the cams and all stuff like that. Now, pick this up. Throw that forward. Here, here's my thing. I'm going to turn that off right now. I also put in pouches here. These are triple M4 magazine pouches. And I've used a piece of aluminum riveted here, riveted there, and I keep my equipment in here. I could put my sunscreen in here, bug spray. I got a pair of forceps here. I did the same thing on this side. I got my pliers in there, and I got the fish grip in there. I wound up getting one of them. And I also put in a hatch in the center, and right below there, if you look down in there, I put my transducer, and it seems to be working fine. I went with the plumber's putty. I wanted something that's temporary, just until I know it works, so I start with the easiest one to replace. Plumber's putty. And seems to be working. And oh yeah, right here I also put in a rod holder right next to the seat, and it faces forward. That way, I don't know if you ever seen a lot of people catch a fish, and you'll see in the video where I'm fishing. You know, people almost drop their rods in there. They got to throw it in the floor of the kayak. And this here, you just drop it right in there and you can unhook the fish, deal with that without worrying about your rod. But in the video, I happen to be using a bait caster where the handle will not fit in there, and also I have the other fish rod holder wouldn't fit in there. But I'll deal with that because I've had that rod for over 35 years. I just put a new reel on it and played around with it yesterday, so well, there's basically the modifications I've done, the new ones. One more thing I want to mention on my outriggers. If you notice, I painted them, but also I modified my kayak cart. I shortened the height about 5-6 inches, and I made it about 2 inches wider. I want to give it a lower center of gravity. When the anchor hangs over here, it would tip a little bit. It didn't tip over, but it tips a little bit, so I figure if I lowered the center of gravity a little bit more and widen it, it would give it more stability. So that's basically it. Alright, thanks for watching. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice. Lucky day. Huh? There he goes. What's that? Another nice one. Another nice one. No. Really nice. Cool.